Hey guys, what's up? I am Rosie and I am here to do a movie review, and it is on the movie The Lost Boys: The Tribe. It is the 2008 follow-up to the original movie The Lost Boys in 1987. And this movie stars Tad Hilgenbrink, Angus Sutherland, Autumn Reeser, and Corey Feldman. It is about two kids, Chris and Nicole Emerson, who come into town in Luna Bay, California after the death of their parents. As their last names are Emerson, I am forced to assume that Michael and Star are their parents, but that wasn't made clear. It wasn't talked about at all. They just said that their parents died in a car accident. And Chris was a pro surfer. I think he got thrown off the team for whatever reason. I really didn't get the full story there, or I didn't listen to it, but I have to watch the movie again. This is my first time seeing it, like 11 years after it was released. But yeah, they came into town and they are seduced into the vampire coven, as it were, by Shane. Shane is played by Angus Sutherland, Kiefer Sutherland's younger brother, and he's just way more smooth. He's just as smooth as his brother is, and I guess he has that same charisma. He's way more sexual than his brother, but just as sexy to me. I've had a crush on Kiefer Sutherland since like 1986, so I guess it stands to reason that I would grow to have a crush on his brother as well after seeing him in this film. Now, don't get me wrong, The Lost Boys: The Tribe is nowhere near as good as The Lost Boys. I watched that movie before I watched this one just so I can get the full feel of it. And it's, by comparison, it's not as good, but it's still a pretty good film. I liked it. I didn't hate it. To me, the best vampire movie, gosh, I don't want to have to say what I think the best vampire movie is out of all the ones I have and all the ones I've seen. I guess I would have to say Blade. My favorite movie of all time, other than The Breakfast Club, is The Lost Boys and Purple Rain. It changes. My favorite movie of all time changes, but this movie is pretty good. Angus, he did a pretty good job as the head vampire, and I like how they initiated Chris into their gang or whatever. Instead of them being a bunch of bikers, and they do drive motorcycles in this movie, they do have motorcycles, but they aren't like just motorcyclists, they are also surfers. So I like how there was a change in that. The lair that they have, the nest as it was called, is way nicer than the one in The Lost Boys. It's more spacious and airy, and it's cleaner. They have this huge like television screen so that they could play video games, and yeah, it was cooler. The kills are way more brutal in this movie. The film is a lot gorier than the original. There's a lot of nudity. Well, not a lot, but there is some gratuitous nudity in it, and a lot more sex, especially between Shane and Nicole. They expounded a little bit on how each vampire goes differently. Edgar reiterated it in this movie just as he said in the first film, telling how the different ways that they all go, but they all try to take you with them. And he said that again in this film. Quite a few of the lines in this film were revisited from, from the first film. And it's the same way in the last one, in The Thirst. There's a little Easter egg type of scene in the credits. If you are patient and you watch through the credits, there's one final scene there. It's like a minute long, and it contains Edgar and Sam. Because in the movie you're wondering what happened to the original Emerson family, and you can't help but wonder what happened to Sam. And I asked the question if it was really a car accident that took Michael and Star, but it's not said for sure if they are the kids' parents, so you just really don't know for sure. But like I said, I'm forced to assume, unless Sam had kids that we don't know about. So, and then the last movie, In the Tribe, well, I don't want to give that one away. I have to do a movie review on that one and tell what happened. So anyways, I give this movie, I'll say 3 out of 5 stars. It's not the best, definitely not the best, but it's not the worst. They really could have done better in some parts, and I like the fact that in this one you did get to see them fly a little more, I guess. You saw how fast they could move. In the first film, I guess it was made on a low budget, and you didn't get to really see them fly until they were in the house. So it's kind of, I guess it's probably kind of the same in this one. But it's still a good movie. Their monster vampire faces are uglier, way uglier. They look more like creatures than just vicious vampires. Like in the first film, they looked like vicious vampires. In this one, they look like monsters. But I guess it's because they are. Oh gosh, what else can I say? But yeah, it's a good film. It's okay if you're bored and you want something to watch. You should give it a try. Like I said, it's not the best. You'll probably have a different take on it than I did. You'll probably have a different opinion, but that's okay because we're all different. But in my humble opinion, it's definitely not the best. It could have been better in some parts, and it could have been worse in others. But all in all, I just wish they'd have cleared up some points, like whose children were they? Were they actually Michael and Star's children? What happened to them? And why did what happened in the ending credit scene happen? How did it happen? How did it come about, and why? And there are just some things that they should have revisited in this film to make things clear, so you wouldn't be so confused about it. And if you're as big a fan of The Lost Boys, the original, as I am, then yeah, you're gonna be confused when you see the second, and probably even more so when you see the third, because no questions are really answered in either film. And I think they should make one last movie, even if it goes straight to video. I think that somebody should fund a nice little, goodbye to this franchise, so that they can close all these gaps, answer some questions, and kill the last few vampires or some werewolves, whatever, because there are just some loose ends that the original film really made it unnecessary to make a second or even a third film. So I think that they should make one last final film. I know that it's usually done in trilogies, but they should make one final fourth film to finish out the franchise, answer some questions, and tie up these loose ends that were left unraveled. So yeah, that's my take on it. The Lost Boys: The Tribe, 3 out of 5 stars. Not the best, not the worst, but could have been better. And I hope that you like this movie review. I hope to see you guys on the next upload. Love you very, very much. Like, share, and subscribe if you would like. And come back for some more videos. Talk to you guys later. Bye for now.